everyone, and welcome to the Hawk TV 2025 Kickball game, brought to you here by the Extra Point on Hess Field. My name's Chloe Goss, brought to you by my broadcast partner, Miles Humphrey. Miles, it is a chilly April night tonight.
Yes.
Freezing. The sun's going down, and it is really windy right now.
Yes, my hands are freezing. I feel like I got like thermia, but it's not really thermia, but it's crazy. The wind is blowing. It's chilled out, surprisingly, but it's really cold. You got Team Nolan versus Team Dean, and I want to start off with Team Nolan's, and because they're going off.
Yes, our away team, they're going to be kicking first today. Take a look at the lineup. What do you see here?
So we got Jonathan, Ian, Jeff, Nolan, Frank, Tara, John, and Gianna. I think Jeff is going to be the MVP, or we go with Nolan, because Nolan is the team captain. It's his team. He has to do better. And now let's go to Dean's defense.
Yes, Dean, our home team, out in the field going first. Jess on the mound, really looking to see how well she pitches today. Dean, Dan, and Eddie on the outfield. We got some stacked people playing in the infield today. It's going to be a really tight matchup between two really great captains. Let's send it to our sideline reporter, Ava, to see how she does.
Hi, everyone. I am joined by Nolan and Dean, which are the team captains of our two teams that are competing here today, and we are lucky enough to be able to catch up with them ahead of this match. So, Nolan, I have a question for you. Do you have any strategies that you're specifically using going into this game?
Hit tanks, kick the ball, go deep. Simple as that.
Right. So you're seeming a little confident. Is that how you're feeling in your team's ability today?
Absolutely. I saw the way that we warmed up. I saw that the way they warmed up. I'm extremely confident.
All right, great. Thank you, Nolan. And Dean, is there a specific player you think that we should be on the watch for tonight?
No, I drafted all my players with heart and tenacity. I think they're all great. They're best people I could have drafted. I'm more than confident in all of them.
So you also seem to be coming into this matchup with a lot of confidence, just like Nolan. How do you think that's going to play out for you tonight? Any score predictions?
Confidence is key. We're just gonna, it's about grit, tenacity. We're just gonna go out and win. We don't no score prediction, but we're gonna win though.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Good luck to both of you. Oh, a very nice sportsmanlike. Yes.
Gentleman's game.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to send it back over to Chloe and Miles in the press box, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Ava.
We got Nolan Height, we got Dean. They're marching their players, and we're going to see who's going to give out the work, who's going to win, who's going to hit the more runs, who's going to do it all. I said Jeff MVP. Let's see if my take is good.
Ooh, Jeff MVP. I don't know. My MVP pick, I would say, honestly, I don't know. I might think that we're going to have some really strong performances from Jonathan today. That's going to be my MVP pick.
That's a great underrated pick.
When we had our draft, Nolan was very excited to have all these really great strong players in the pool, and he saw a lot of potential in John, so he drafted him super duper high. So hopefully I think I see that we're on the same wavelength here. I see that same potential in John that Nolan sees in him. So.
Yeah. Underrated pick. Well, Jess is going to be interesting pitching because I've never seen Jess pitch, and I want to just see if she's going to play mind games, if she's just going to roll and let the outfield and the infield do their thing. But Dean is going to have to step up. He's the captain.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of pitchers, just to give you some insight onto the rules we have today, we will be playing with pitcher's poison. So if Jess has the ball before the runner gets to first base, that runner is automatically out.
Out!
So hopefully, Jess has some speed. Jess has some good handling. You can see her right now. She's practicing, doing some warm-ups in the outfield with her infield players. Very excited. Let's go! Their players ready.
Mr. Jonathan is up. Let's see if he swings.
And it's batter up. Jonathan Rocha, our second baseman, leadoff kicker for Team Nolan. It appears that Team Dean is trying to get a roll call started.
They're a little off rhythm. Can they stop, please?
And with the first pitch, and the kick is up in the air,
What a hit.
and it is dropped.
What a hit by Jonathan.
Oh,
He kicks
no.
it. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Error on the mound.
Go.
Jess doesn't know. There's a lot of miscommunication.
What a
But-
kick by Jonathan. He got to first base. He executed it right. It went over Adam's head, and it just kaboom!
Just dropped right there, right in between second and third base. Dean and Adam didn't know what to do, but got John on first. Next up is our second Ian. Kicks the ball right to the shortstop, makes the catch.
Nice try, Ian.
Is out.
But it wasn't a good kick. It wasn't a good effort. Adam was prepared and caught the ball. Now he's out. Now we have my MVP about to kick.
Yes, Jefferson Gonzalez with the kick. Oh, goes foul.
Take it off, Jeff!
Jeff is our Team Nolan center fielder today. Now we're playing with 3 fouls equals an out. So right now, Jeff has 2 more chances to kick the ball. And that was not too great of a pitch, which that's another rule too. If to the kicker's discretion, if they do not like the pitch, they may send it back, but only X amount of times. Otherwise, then it starts to get a little crazy. Jess's pitch with a little bit of bounce. Ground ball to third. And apparently, according to first baseman Natalie Matei, Jeff never touched the bag. So
It seems like Jeff is out. My MVP's already started off bad. And Jonathan's got to second base. We love to see it. And, okay, this is crazy. There's a little confusion on the rules. So he's
I
out.
believe by pitcher's poison. We don't have a rules analyst here today, but pitcher's poison,
Oh,
Jeff is out.
Mr. Nolan Spur.
We had one of our camera operators on the field retry the kick straight into
Nolan.
Dan Connolly's arms, and that is officially the end of the top of the first. As our teams switch sides here, let's take a look now at our Team Dean offense. Our lineup we have here.
We have first Dan, we have second Dean, 3 Eddie, 4 Dan, yes sir, and 5 Adam, Sage 6. Sadly, she couldn't be here. And you got 7 Anthony and 8 Jess. On this team, I think Dan, C, Eddie, and Dean should be the highest. Okay, should be the highest, should be the best on the team. And then I feel like a sleeper is Jess.
Definitely.
We love Jess. We're Team Jess over here, so we hope she does the best.
All right, Dan Connolly with the lead off for Team Dean. Ooh,
What a-
straight
what
into the
a hit.
shortstop's arms, but John not enough to make the catch. Dan
What-
safely makes it to first base.
What a hit by Dan.
Our captain Dean up next with the kick.
He fouled. Foul.
Fouled out of right field.
Maybe he should kick it a little kind of to the left of the field because they're a little shorter and he's a little taller. He could get his power off. But Dan really executed his kick well, and it hit one of the outfielder's legs, and he got to first.
Looking at Team Nolan's defense, we got Gianna Alston on the mound here. Has been pitching very well to start. Frank Hurley, John Rocha, John Ferrara, Nolan Spur in the infield, and Ian Epstein, Jeff Gonzalez, and Tara D'Alessio in the outfield. Ooh, Captain Dean.
Dean is
his
kind of
second
rusty right
foul.
now. It's kind of rust. You can see the rust. 0-3, I don't like that from a captain.
One more foul, and that'll be out number 1 this inning. Like you said, not a very strong start for this team captain.
Let's see if Dean can make something happen.
kicks it straight up into
he's
Jonathan's
out.
hands.
So far, Gianna has been giving great pitches. She got Dean out, basically. Dan just got lucky because it hit the outfielder. Wow.
Eddie with a powerful kick into center field. Caught.
He's out. Eddie's out. What a kick, though. Very powerful kick.
Very, very powerful kick.
Oh.
I read the rules because I'm definitely in the group now.
Dean's team's already confusing themselves.
Our next Dan on the lineup, Danny Zierski. A beautiful
What a hit.
kick.
What a hit.
Deep
What a hit.
into right field.
He's running. He's running. He's running.
He's running. He's grounded second. Dan Connolly scores.
Score. What a runner. What a runner. Dan gets the third. What a kick by Dan. He kicks it all the way to the middle of the field. He gets a triple. Dan's able to run home base. What a play. What a sequence. Wow.
The bow and arrow? Yeah, alright, so if you got a great set.
Now we have Mr. Adam up.
Gianna with the pitch. The kick is up and over Frank Worley's head.
Wow. Dan has made it home. They have 2 runs. 2 home runs. The interesting thing about Gianna's pitch is like she's rolling a bowling ball. If you see it, like it's like
No, she's doing great so far, but a little too great because everyone's been able to score. Adam trying to steal, and the catch is made.
Hey, am I doing an interview with
Yes.
Should I grab Dan because he's quarters?
Yeah.
now Team Dean's on defense. Now you have Team Nolan. It is the first bat with Mr. Frank.
First pitch at the top of the second. A soft ground ball.
Pretty solid ground ball. He was able to run to first base. What an executed kick by Frank.
Pitcher's poison. Frank is out. Oh, we got a mound visit. Oh, just kidding. I heard bring it in, so I thought they were gonna have some pitching changes there, but it appears they do not have much confidence in Tara D'Alessio. Ball's kicked straight up in the air. 2. Dean Heidel over at left field.
Seems like Team Dean is getting in Team Nolan's head. They're talking smack because they're feeling themselves. Team Nolan needs something to switch the energy, the vibes, so they can win this game.
I saw the attempt there by John there. Try to do a soft little line drive down third. But just not enough gas, and it rolled foul. Similar attempt there, popped up in the air, caught by third baseman Danny Zierski, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Jess. She's doing amazing tonight.
Yes, Jess is low-key doing her role. She might become MVP. Her pitching is just like, she's unbothered, she's unwavered, she's just locked in. She gives a little intimidation to her. You know, like you look at her, she's like, whoa, whoa.
Team Nolan has a lot they need to work on with their hitting, but hopefully they can make up for it with their defense. As Ankasiri leads off, bottom of the second. Nice play by Frank Worley there. Now here's our sleeper MVP.
Oh, pitcher versus
Jess.
pitcher.
Up in the air, caught by Nolan
out.
Spur.
We got Mr. Dan.
Good approach. Another quick inning we've got here. 2 outs already. But we're back at the top of the lineup.
Another quick 3 and out for Team Dean. They scored 2 runs, but now they're out on defense.
We're going to send it to a sideline interview here with Captain Nolan. Ava.
All right, and welcome back to the sideline. I am joined here by Nolan Spur. Nolan, talk to me. I know your team is down right now. What is the energy like in the dugout?
Energy, I'm not going to lie, is a little low. However, confidence is still high. I'm seeing the adjustments that we need to make on the field. I'm seeing the adjustments we need to make while hitting or kicking, whatever you want to call it. game's far from over. It's only a 2-0 lead. We're up to kick. Not nervous.
Okay, good. And how are you going to like implement some of these adjustments? Are you thinking about subbing people out, changing positions around when you're in the outfield?
I've already started changing some positions. And what I'm thinking is moving the infield in a little bit. They're not really exactly putting the ball up in the air. That's our issue. We are. And that's a little bit of an adjustment that I'm trying to tell the team.
All right. And I've noticed that things are getting a little bit more heated out on the field. I've been noticing that team captain of the other team, Dean, has been kind of chirping at your players a little bit. How do you feel about that?
It's always all respect on the field. It's always fun to get underneath someone else's skin. I'm not going to act like he's the only one doing it. We're all doing it too, so return the favor.
All right, well, thank you, Nolan, and good luck with the rest of the way. We're going to send it back to Miles and Chloe, and they're going to be covering the next inning.
All right, thanks again, Ava. Great to hear from one of our team captains there, Nolan.
This just in, there's going to be 9 innings in this game.
Yes,
which should be crazy.
Originally, they were going to play with 6 as Gianna kicks a foul.
What? It was foul anyway. But you keep touching it down.
Little discourse out in the field there. Is it the ball went foul?
No, she's safe. No, she's been safe.
Stay on me! Stay on me!
No, she's technically safe. Okay, so it looks like Gianna has to kick back. She got a foul, but it seemed like Nat went for it, so they were trying to say live ball, but I guess she has to re-pitch, or re-bat.
Unfortunately, we don't have any replays today, but from over here, to me, I think that ball went foul. This one clearly rolled foul out of left field.
It seems like Jess has something like a snake eyes when she pitches, because it's like every time she pitches, like everybody gets a little nervous, or like they miss the kick or they botch it. And right now she's doing her job really well.
One final kick is good. Easily picked off over on third base.
Now Jonathan's back. Will he get his redemption?
Yes, to clarify before, originally we were just going to play 6 innings, but now we have upgraded this game to a full 9-inning game.
Oh, I love it. Day one.
What a smooth hit by Jonathan. He hits it right in the field where no defenders were there, no outfielders, no midfielders. Good hit.
Let's see if Ian.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, Ian
not
wants a
a fan of the
re-pitch.
pitch. Rolls it back 1.
If I was Ian, I would kick it low to the ground and fast.
Oh, that works.
But that works too. Ian made it to first. Jonathan's out.
Out by force over on second. Good play by center fielder Dan Connolly.
Seems like Dean's defense is just waiting for a boom.
Fair ball, soft kick, but not enough for Jeff to make it safely to first. Jess got him out by pitcher's poison. So still no score for Team Nolan. They haven't been able to perform very well on offense today.
You're being Jeff in the bottom of the 5th, and me in the top of the 6th. So a couple lines. Who's up front? Good.
Come on, Dean. I feel like I'm a...
Let's get it going here. D on the kick.
Oh, yeah.
Up in the air into the outfield. Oh! A little bit of miscommunication between
That could
Tara
have
and
went
Jeff.
disasters. That could have went disasters, but Dean, you're out of here.
Dangerous play, but a catch made nonetheless. Captain unable to get on base. Eddie's up next with his kick, and it is
It looks like a foul.
foul ball.
It was a nice kick, very high, very curved, but still went out.
I definitely think wind had something to do with that there.
Yes,
It's blowing in the direction of the kicker, so gives a little bit of a pitch of tailwind, but Kicker's got to work a little bit harder to get that ball to go in the direction he wants it to. A little bit of a rough kick for Eddie there. The first baseman Frank with the tag. That's 2 down for Dean this inning.
Seems like the middle of the field for Team Nolan is kind of open. I'm assuming they're just hoping that someone kicks it high. That way someone can catch it. John gets lucky. He gets the benefit out of a foul.
Good attempt there over on left field to make that play, but again, curve a little too hard. Went foul.
Yeah, this one is going to be a challenge, interestingly enough. At first, I thought it was going to be like, but now it's kind of picking back up. So we're going to see how batters are going to hit or kick the ball and just do their thing.
High flying ball up into left field. Fouled once again.
It is not Dan Wise's day today. It's not his day today. He walks safely to home base.
One last attempt to make this kick here. Otherwise, that's out number 3. Although, not a big fan of the pitch there. Up in the air, deep into right field.
Wow.
And Ian can't make the catch.
Wow.
He runs to second.
Wow.
And he's waved, he's held off at second base.
What a hit to the middle of the field. He boomed that. He was able to get to second base. What a hit by Dan Wise.
Here's Adam looking to bring Dan home, but John makes the catch. And that is out number 3. Dan's been doing very, very well this game. I believe he has set up and done most of the contributions for Team Dean scoring this so far.
It's kind of ironic. Both of the Dans have scored and executed their jobs as a team with batting, defense, and they've been a good duo for Team Dean.
Yes, a double and a triple recorded for Dan Yuzerski today. Let's see more. Hope to see more out of him as the game goes on. Getting ready here at the top of the 4th as Nolan approaches the home plate.
I expect a big inning from Team Nolan. They got to shake it up. It's still 2 runs to 0 Team Dean.
They're definitely due. A little bit of a bouncy pitch there from Jess.
I think his strategy is trying to maybe a little trash talk, get into Team Dean's head, and then just kick the ball.
Kick straight to Jess.
Jess is MVP right now. She's cooking. Pitching wise, Jess is doing. She just caught Nolan's ball like it was nothing. She was like, I got this. I don't know how Nolan feels about that.
Absolute disrespect play from Jess, robbing Nolan of an opportunity here. Frank with a nice soft kick, but he is ruled safe on first.
All right, Tara. Let's go, Tara.
Frankie's safe. It was very close, but he's safe.
Tara.
Once again, some more discourse on the field as to whether or not Frank was ruled safe. From over here, it looks like he beat the ball.
Yeah,
Dan
it looks like Frank was safe.
No, that was safe.
Dan wasn't able to throw the ball in time to Jess. Got a little bit caught up in the wind there on the pass.
I wish we had replay because this would be a very big play.
We're going to send things over to Ava. What did you see over there on the sidelines?
They're getting kind of heated on the field over here. A lot of just debating, running back and forth. I'm not entirely sure what had happened. We're going to see what they decide to call here. It's getting very heated, but it appears that they had just called it safe, so it appears that Frank is safe. We're going to send it back to Chloe and Miles.
Thank you, Ava. Again, from over here, he's ruled safe. It appears that Frank will stay on first as Tara kicks the ball straight to second baseman in. But again, a little bit of miscommunication on the play. And unfortunately, it appears due to pitcher's poison, Frank is once again ruled out. But I thought pitcher's poison only applies to first.
This is getting confusing. Team Dean and Team Nolan are confusing the rules.
So I have our rules pulled up here. Pitcher's poison only applies when the pitcher has the ball before the runner gets to first base. Otherwise, the outfielders have to step on the bag with the ball in order to get the person out.
The teams are arguing, but we have the facts right here, and the fact says first base.
Let's get more
So Frank-
discourse on the field.
Frank should be out. Tara should be out.
But Tara beat it.
Tara didn't mark you the throw. Get out.
No, Tara beat the throw. Frank did it.
She has to touch the foul.
I'm not sure.
But yes, pitcher's poison only applies to first base. But Tara beat the throw regardless, so both runners should be safe. Because no tag was made on second base. And Tara's safe.
Well, things seem clear after this little dispute right now. John is up. Hopefully John can hit a grand slam so that Team Nolan can take the lead.
Pop kick. Up. Towards
Okay.
the pitcher's mound. Caught by Adam Healy. John is out.
There's 2 outs. We got pitcher Gianna. Let's see if she can do her thing. It is really cold. If you can tell, I'm shivering, but we're gonna go through it, play through it.
Pop
Gianna's
fly
out.
straight to first base.
Mr. Adam is upset. You can see him talking smack. This is a good game. There's a lot of smack talk, a lot of bickering,
Things are getting
confusion.
pretty heated out there, Miles. You are absolutely right indeed. So we get ready to change innings here. Team Dean looking to extend their lead with Natalie up first on the plate. Subbing in for Sage Fernandez today. As you saw earlier, she's reported on the lineup, but had to leave a little bit early. Was unable to continue the remainder of the game. Nat pops it up.
Wow.
A little bit of miscommunication there in the infield.
Could that be an issue later in the game?
Seems that there's a lot of miscommunication. Exterior ground ball. And John with the tag.
John Loki sold a double out. That could have been a double out.
I definitely think that could have been a double play. Jeff was ready with the split on the bag on second. Elite ball knowledge. Elite. Here's our MVP, Jess. MVP pick.
No, that's not a double play. Ant made it. Just sacrificed herself so Ant can get the second base with a valiant sacrifice. Now we got Dancy.
Absolutely. With the runner in scoring position, this kick has a lot of implications.
Foul.
Wynn took that ball foul.
The win is definitely affecting this game, but so far Team Dean has responded pretty well with 2 runs. It would have been interesting if they would have got the double play.
Yes, that was a definitely missed opportunity there for a double play. Zan.
Oh!
Ed, go back! No, Ed! Oh, it's Ed! He's safe, he's safe.
Wow. John just folded again, but this time it did cost him. Very
I think
big
this
play.
time there was some miscommunication now from the bench. Captain Dean, who's stepping up to the plate right now, is giving Ant the signal to run in or to stay, but he didn't know what to do. But either way, Ant's in scoring position, and Dan is safe on first.
If I was Dean, I would kick it far as way as possible from Gianna because it give Ant a chance to run it at home, get him another run. and to give Dan another chance to get the second. They get it. And is able to get to another run, and they're all safe.
Misplay out in left field by Tara D'Alessio. Eddie kicks this ball.
Wow. Team Dean is wrapping it around. They're being smart. Kick it far away from the pitcher because pitcher poison is very effective.
Bases are currently loaded for Team Dean with Dan Yasirski, who has a triple and a double recorded tonight, as he kicks this deep center field.
What a play by Jeff. He saves a potential grand slam. What a save.
What a save. Able to hold Dean's lead just to 3 now. Incredible performance by the offense, but also by our outfielders here today. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We're going to send things now down over to Ava, who is here with Jefferson Gonzalez, who just made that incredible game-saving play for Team Nolan right now. Ava.
All right, I'm joined by Jefferson Gonzalez. Jeff, walk me through that play. What were you thinking catching that ball? How did it play out?
Well, I know it was an important play to make because bases were loaded, and I know Dan was going to kick it deep because he's going to try to make the play. So I had to step back a little bit, watch the ball, saw it go a little bit behind me. I played football for 8 years, so I knew I got to drop back, turn my hips, and catch. That's exactly what I did. So, got to stay focused. I know we're down, but game's not over till it's over.
Great. Yeah, do you think that this is the kind of play, this is the kind of momentum you need to have a comeback here?
Exactly. This is exactly what we need, yeah. I agree.
And do you have any other final thoughts about how you think this game is going, what you need to do, what your team needs to do in order to really push yourself ahead?
I think our team needs to stay locked in, don't listen to the voices that are chattering, chipping, chirping, and just keep playing how we play.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Jeff. Good luck the rest of the way. All right, I am going to be sending it back over to Chloe and Miles as we head into this 5th inning.
The chance for Team Nolan to put themselves in a position to make this game interesting, because if that grand slam goes, they would have been down close to 6 or 7 runs.
There we go.
What a play by Jonathan.
Clean shot into left field. Nice play by Dan, but not enough in time for pitcher's poison to apply.
Like I said, I think the strategy is to kick it far away, but far away from the pitcher. Because if you keep kicking it to the pitcher's poison, it's just going to keep affecting you badly. Well, Jonathan should have ran from the get-go. He tried to weigh it out, but if I was him, I would have ran, would have took the risk. But Ian is safe, so you pick your poison sometimes.
1 out now. Team Nolan, top of the inning. Nice kick by Jeff, but foul ball. Send him back.
My MVP made a good play, but overall he hasn't been living to the expectations I have him. Let's see if he can kick it, give him a chance. He already has, but let's see if offensively he could give him a chance.
Hit it with a shuffle.
Not a fan of the pitch there. As
I don't know what Nolan Spurgis did, but
a very, very valiant save.
I guess so.
See, before tonight, Captain Nolan Spur was a baseball player. Does have some catching history there, so I think his instincts kicked in.
Oh! What? Wow. Jeff is coming into his own right now. He's becoming the MVP, like I say. He made a big play right there. Low-key, Dean sold it, but it doesn't matter. He kicked it. They're in a good spot. Now let's see if Nolan can help his team out.
Yes, 2 runners on. Nolan up to plate. Nice kick into right field. And the bases are loaded.
It is looking like Team Nolan is making that run. I was telling them they should make, and it's all starting because of that one play by Jeff. Like I said, the strategy should be kicking it far away from Jeff. Yes, you want a grand slam, but if you get it away from the pitcher, make them throw it to the pitcher, you have a better chance of letting your team score.
And right over Adam's head.
Whoa!
And Ian comes in for the first run for Team Nolan.
Jeff is two.
Jeff is safe.
Oh my goodness.
As Nolan rounds third plate, he's running home. And just like that, we have a tie game.
No, that's not possession. That's not
Wait.
possession.
Just
All
like
I know is there's 2 runs.
That's a 3-score drive.
There's 3 runs.
Wow.
It's not a force, just like
Wow.
Captain Nolan said.
Wow.
Like I said, he knows ball.
Wow.
Dean did not have, he had possession of the ball, but he had to make the tag, and the tag was not made. And just like that, we have a tie game, Miles. Incredible.
This is crazy because it started from that defensive play by Jeff. Then it started with Jeff hitting it. Then it was Ian. Now it's Nolan with a great hit to give his team 3 runs, including himself. Now, I don't know what I just witnessed, but it's crazy. Oh,
And
wow.
an error by Dan advances Tara to
It
first.
seems like Team Nolan is slowly getting into Team Dean's head. Team Dean is choking right now. This is crazy. We are witnessing this live. Choke fest. It's kind of not, it's not far-fetched though, if you think about it. They are Yankee fans on Team Dean. It's not far-fetched.
Let's send things down to Ava on the sidelines. Ava, what did you see on the field during that incredible performance by Team Nolan just now?
Well, Chloe, I have seen some incredible momentum shifts happening here, especially with Tara D'Alessio, who was about, oh, that is a foul. But there was some intense moments here that everyone was almost holding their breath when the ball was up in the air. And when Jeff brought it home right there, that really picked things up. And then Tara was able to really get that kick going. Dan Yuzerski on third base could not catch it, and that is what has Tara here on first, as we have another good kick. And he's on first. I'm going to send things back over to Miles and Chloe to continue their coverage. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ava.
That's literally your old teammate.
We're having another miscommunication issue on the field right now.
You guys don't make the ruling. That's true. So what happened? Send it to the booth. Send it to the booth.
We're sending
Come on,
They got who interfered? No, don't come visit. Just gonna ask them who interfered with who.
That's a crazy.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, we were listening to Ava.
Who interfered with who?
It's us versus them and the rest at this point.
Who interfered with who?
Nat was in position.
That's in position to catch the ball, and Tara just runs right into it.
Nat was in position. We agree?
Like there was nothing.
Tara went right into Nat.
I say either she's out or
she
she catches the ball and Tara runs right into her.
You guys want to redo it? Or?
Nah, just call it out.
All right.
Let's just call it now. It's an out.
No.
The rule book should have been
They're right.
really detailed because right there, that could go either way.
So I think on interference, everyone goes back. Yeah, Frank goes back to back.
Tara's at first, Frank's at second.
So it appears to be interference on Tara. We didn't really quite catch the play as we were coming back from Ava's comments on the tying runs made in the previous inning.
That's a little confusing though, because like, what if the runner's straight line is where Nat's at? So how can you decipher that? The rules should be a little bit clearer because, to be honest, it's like Nat is literally in Tara's way.
But if it was interference, I don't understand why Tara is still on base, but it doesn't quite matter because that's 3 outs, and that's the end of this inning.
The bottom of the fifth.
Going into the bottom of the fifth now. As we're heading into the bottom of the fifth here, we have a special treat for all of you. We are going to be live interviewing Jefferson Gonzalez from center field. Jeff, are you with us? How are you? Great to hear it. Well, you spoke with Ava before about your incredible catch that you made deep in center field. Can you just bring us through what was going to your mind during that play?
It's pretty crazy, Jeff. You're low-key the MVP now. Like, at first I picked you out of expectation, but that inning, And those runs that y'all did, it like low-key put this game into an interesting spot. Now, how do you think you're going to have to continue that performance?
Love to hear. It's a very, very good mindset. So what goes through your mind right now as Adam is getting ready to kick this ball and sends it up in the air? Oh! A little bit of miscommunication there.
Go, Adam! Oh, no, go ahead, man.
Jeff, what do you enjoy about playing center field?
I was told to be first base, Jody. She's in the driver's seat.
Jeff, I have a question. How do you feel about the rules of this kickball? Because there's been a lot of disputes, questioning about plays, outs, safe. How do you feel about the officiating in the rules?
Run it out, let's go. Run. Oh, foul. Hey, don't hit that. I'll wait.
Jeff, you mentioned before that you played safety in football. Which would you rather play right now? Kickball or football?
Oh, yeah! Run, Adam! Go! All right, good. That's cool. All right, Jess, drive like center and back. You made some running for first. Come on, Jess. It's a good at bat. You just got Jess to go first.
Go, Jess.
Come on. Go! Yes! Jess is sleeping! Doesn't matter. He's safe. That's a force at first. That's at first.
So kickball or football?
That's 2 outs. That's 2 outs. No. That's 3.
I believe that is 3 outs. So thank you, Jeff, so much for taking the time during this inning to talk to us. Hopefully we didn't distract you from your game that much. But keep having fun out there.
Go, guys. Another drive. That's it.
Great getting to talk to our players directly there. Nice little interview moment. And speaking of interviews, Ava's currently here with Tara D'Alessio. Send it over to Ava down on the sidelines.
All right, I am joined by Tara D'Alessio. Tara, you have been the topic of a lot of different controversial calls throughout this game. Walk me through, how do you feel about that? What do you think these calls should have been? Just walk me through it.
You know, I really think that everybody here just loves ball, and we got to look out for each other. The emotions are definitely here, but we're all here for something we're passionate about. I'm feeling good. I think that I've always loved an underdog story, and I think that that's what I'm here for. I'm here for my team. I'm here for everybody that's a fan. So their controversy, if they want it, it's my passion.
All right, well, that's a really good answer. And how do you think your performance is this game?
You know, not my best day, but I know that there's always room for improvement. You know, I think that our team has definitely improved throughout the game with communication and everything, but we'll see where this game goes.
Yeah, a lot of game left as well. Good luck the rest of the way, Tara. Thank you for your time. And I'm going to send it back over to Miles and Chloe. Thank you.
Get ready with the top of the 6. Just had another great interview. Thank you so much, Ava, with Tara D'Alessio. We're going to keep the interviews going with our infield direct interviews with shortstop Adam Healy. Adam, do you have us? I do not have you. I cannot hear you. 1, 2, 3. Check one more time. Adam, do you copy?
Hey, yo, Adam, are you here?
There we go.
There we go.
Got him now. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's play some kickball.
Over his head.
Adam, Team Nolan has had a little bit of a comeback lately. How have you been staying in that mindset of playing on top of your game, not letting that get into your head and throwing off the rest of your play?
I like it. Get the first. Where are you going, brother? Where are you going? You gotta get the first before you get the second.
You know when they say like round
So Adam, how do you feel this inning's gonna go?
Hey, my bench.
Yes, Jess has done a really, really nice job pitching for you guys. How do you think she has really, really come in clutch and been your crutch in the infield for you guys?
Get on base. Let's go, Jed.
Adam, I think we might have lost you there. We'll try one more time. We'll get in contact with Adam. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Adam, do you copy? Perfect. Having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. Might be the wind, but we'll still do our best to get you this interview. No tech interference this game. Double play. Great job there, Adam. Doing that communication. Love to see it. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this interview. It was a little short-lived, but great play by you guys out in the offense, on the defense there today.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
1 Miles, another quick inning there for Team Dean. What are you seeing? What are you seeing from them? Do you think they're playing well?
I think they're trying to get back that energy of them dictating the game. It seems like they're trying to get back to what they were doing. And it seems like Team Nolan's just trying to take that momentum right now. Because at first it was 3-0, now it's 3-3. With runs, it's a tie game, and it's just going to be interesting from every inning from now on.
Absolutely. So back at the top of the lineup there for Team Dean. Nice kick over to John, but pitcher's poison.
It still seems like the teams have beef with the rules, with pitcher's poison.
Here, I have an idea. Who's your guys' team captain? Who's your team captain?
Seems like team captains are meeting. I wonder if they're going to start fist fighting. Oh, they're doing rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's a very sportsman-like way to sell an argument here. But it seems that pitcher's poison has been a hot topic for this entire game.
It seems like the NFC is safe. Now it's Dean. Dean hasn't really been doing too much in this game. I want to see a big grand slam, but we'll see what happens.
Pitch rolled a little left there, straight into center field. Easy play for Jeff.
Who's coaching first base?
Seems like the weather is getting colder. Not as windy, but it's definitely freezing. And I wonder how the players are going to respond.
Yes, with these quick innings, it's difficult for all these players to get their blood flowing, get their action going. Nice catch again by Nolan.
Seems like Team Nolan's figuring out Team Dean out pretty much. They're not folding. They're communicating. They had a mishap here and there, but they're getting back to it.
Strong kick for Dan there.
It was a little too strong. It's a foul.
Captain Nolan a little nervous that Dan was going to try to steal bases with the ball went foul, so no worries there. He's safe over there on first base.
One thing I will say about this game, both pitchers have been doing their job.
Nice kick, found the hole in the outfield. Advances Dan, second base. Both Dans on base there.
Seems like that duo of double Dans are going crazy, but now it's Adam. What a play by Jonathan. It's still a tie game. I'm pretty sure it's the bottom of the seventh, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe we're now headed into the top of the seventh.
Oh, the top of the seventh. So
close enough. Seventh inning. Seventh inning. Everybody stretch.
Ooh.
Oh my God, is it seventh inning stretch already?
Ava, come stretch. Oh my.
Chloe.
Welcome to the press
Middle
box.
of the seventh inning stretch.
Oh, can we still stretch though?
We're pre-stretching.
All right, pre-stretch to the seventh inning stretch.
Pre-stretch core.
Let's go.
Okay. Sky, I'm not gonna lie, you know Sky is amazing.
Sky right now is beautiful. While they get set up there, I'm gonna take a picture of Sky.
Now, Nolan is back at the bat, about to kick the ball. And the reason this is big because Nolan basically saved his team offensively with his kick.
Oh, 100%. I think that ball stayed foul or stayed fair. Would have been a great opportunity. Probably went around in second, made it safe in third.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because like towards the end it looks like it was being safe and then it just.
But again, the wind is blowing this way, so definitely wind took it.
Let's go, Nolan.
Honestly, Nolan doesn't have to be too spectacular here. He just has to hit it good enough where he can get the first or the second without getting caught.
Good on. Yeah, spit on.
Not a fan of the pitch there.
Baseball.
A lot of baseball chirps from the bench over here to our left.
Dig.
Like I said, the best strategy is to kick it far away from the pitcher because pitcher poison is very effective if the team knows what it's doing. And if you get it away from the pitcher and the team has to throw it, that gives you at least a couple seconds to get the first. And it seems like it's been working. Frank with a foul. Chloe, how do you feel this game is going to go?
Well, we're still sitting at a tie game right now, 3-3 runs. I honestly think that with how well Team Dean has been on defense, that they have the potential to hold them off, hold Team Nolan off from scoring, and come back when they go on offense and just take the lead. Because you know what they always say, defense wins championships. Right.
Yeah.
I know this isn't football, but Jeff was talking about playing football before. Now it's on my mind. As Tara makes a great kick and an error by Yankee Siri over at second, sends Nolan home.
Nolan is a big-time player. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on.
Let's go, baby.
What did I tell you? I'm telling you, if you kick it far away from the pitcher, and you make the other players have to make a play, they're going to lose. It doesn't matter what team does it. And Nolan's been executing that perfectly of late. I'm low-key shivering, so I'm trying to combat the cold, but that was a great play.
John up next, not a fan of Justice pitch.
Now it's 4-3 on runs, Team Nolan. What a sequence.
You know, a little bit of announcement swing, so it's just complimenting the outfield performance. There's a little bit of sloppy plays there. I think now that we've made it this far in the game that Team Nolan is finding their weak spots.
That is true. And it's kind of weird because I've been saying it. Team Dean just got to do the same thing. If you really think about it, no team is far from being perfect. So if they can figure out their sweet spot, they can effectively get more runs. But I think John's playing a mind game right now. He's being smart right now.
I would argue that right now the weak spot is about right center field, right where that second base. Nice play by Dan. Not enough time to make the double play there by Nat. Yeah, I would argue that that right center spot right now is where these guys really want to aim. They had a little bit of some defensive rearrangements, I've noticed. Adam now moved over to second base, and Kassir moved over out to left field. So I may rescind that statement about that being the weak spot because Adam's doing a great job over on short.
I think low-key where Ant is at, that's the weak spot. If you can get it that far, hit it that far.
Gianna sends it right that way, but Dan's able to pick it off. That's the thing, though. With Dan at third base, if the wind holds the ball back, he's right there to make those plays. He's been doing really, really well for them offensively and defensively, making those plays out at left field. So I think they're making those readjustments that they need. They've acknowledged their weak spots, and they're making the changes.
It's so interesting, though, because this team is Team Dean, and they're Yankee fans, and it's kind of like they're playing like the Yankees right now. Like, they're really great, but now they're kind of choking. Let's see if they can combat that run with a run of themselves and tie the game.
Now we're going into the bottom of the second. Nat here with our leadoff, but they were yelling at us before that the middle of the seventh is stretch time. So if you're watching at home, get up and stretch.
Team Dean's already starting off without.
Now it's not a tie game anymore. Stakes are on the line. Every play counts. Don't want to be dropping out too early here.
There's still 2 more innings, but the way the game has been dictated, it seems like Team Nolan got that energy, the dominance more to their side, the momentum now. At first, it looked like it was Team Dean all the way. They were going to go crazy, almost had a 7 runs, but now it's a 4-run to 3-run game, and Ant is out.
By pitcher's poison, the controversial rule of tonight's entire matchup. Unfortunately, unable to find the cure for Ant there.
I think so far that was probably the best pitcher poison. There was no debate.
No debate there, for sure. Our sleeper pick MVP, Justin Melendez, up at the plate. Closing out the lineup here for Team Dean.
Seems like pitcher talking smack a little bit, but it seems like Team Nolan has been getting the momentum. They have made this game into a slower but slugfest of a game, and it's going in their favor right now.
Another 3 and out for Gianna. Heading in now to the top of the 8th. Team Nolan leading by 1 run, 4-3. After starting out for the first good half of this game scoreless, comes back and ties it with a great offensive performance headed by Nolan Spur to get the tying run.
Let's go, White.
Once again, Nolan getting the advancing run as well.
Let's see if Jonathan can make something shake. He hasn't been playing bad, but he's been getting out a few times.
Great kick, straight to center field, but right in the direction of Captain Dean Heidel.
It seems like Team Dean has figured out their formation now. Team Nolan has to combat that. So I still say kick it far away from Jess, or maybe low to the ground instead of high to the ground. That's my analyst take on that.
Ian rolls the pitch back. I'm just admiring the beautiful sky right now. Look at how pretty it is. I'll take another picture. It's gotten a little bit more pink over the past few minutes. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow, I love the sky.
Wow.
Ian doesn't quite kick this into the sky. Kicks it foul.
Can you guys pose real quick?
Ava.
slowing the game down a little bit here with this next pitch. And right over to Dan. Ian is out.
Let's see if my MVP can do something crazy. Low-key, I've been saying my MVP crazy, but let's see what Jeff can do. Let's see what Jeff can do for Team Nolan.
Yeah, that was not a good idea.
Got a little bit of a baseball stance there. See, it sounds like a little bit of a bilingual action.
It seems like they're chanting to Jeff.
And that's what you need. You need that energy, you need that spirit up at the plate. Put the passion in your energy into your kick.
Passion into action.
Passion to action. I like that. I like
passion
that.
to action. Oh, what a try. What a try by Jeff.
And what a great effort by Eddie. Make that diving catch. That's what you got to do. They always say you got to lay out. And that's exactly what he did. Not afraid to get his clothes dirty.
I think that was the first time Eddie got the save that he wanted, and it's big. Bottom, right?
Going down to the bottom of the 8th. We're up at the top of the lineup here for Team Dean. This is a really, really good opportunity for them. This part of the lineup has really been contributing for them. The two Dans, Eddie, Dean. Hey guys.
What's up, Eddie?
You know, fun fact about Eddie, he's not up at the plate yet, but he's a really big Sabrina Carpenter fan.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I was hearing him play some pregame tunes. It's giving very good vibes.
I think they need to channel the spirit of Sabrina Carpenter. Team Dean. Another foul ball.
The freak was a little faster, that's out.
That's out. But
it's the second foul. Why does it sound like I'm at a Celtics game?
yeah, the bench appears to be playing some game hype chants.
He's safe.
Play made right to John over third, but not quick enough to get that ball back. Had to fumble it a little bit. His hands are probably cold because of the wind. My hands are freezing right now.
You gotta go like shoom to your pitcher, boom, pitcher poison. You can't hesitate, you can't wait, you just can't. It seems like Buddy's out. You're out of here, Dean. I'm sorry, buddy. The captain, Team Dean, hasn't had a great day.
You know what? Everybody has those days. Everybody has those days. But as long as you got Dan on first, you got a runner on, it's okay. They still have plenty of chances this inning. Only one out so far. Terry D'Alessio finally getting possession of the ball, and Dan has scored a run, and it's back to a tie game.
It's so crazy. You see the parallel. Jeff makes a big play in that inning, then their team goes on a run. Eddie makes a big play last inning, now he's able to allow Dean C to score. So it shows that that part of the field are the best players. They're the players that get the team to get the momentum, to shift the gears, you know?
Absolutely. And with Eddie safe on second base over there, and Danny Zerskis up to bat. Absolute power hitter for them today. Hit again, over to left field. Terry D'Alessio unable to make the play. Eddie runs home and scores for Team Dean and takes the lead again. 5-4 Team Dean off of another great kicking performance by Danny Zerski as he celebrates over on second base over there.
What I'm noticing is they're attacking Tara pretty strong. But it's like, where do you put her? Because if they kick it out, Jeff is not out there. And they kick it that way, John's not out there. So now Team Nolan has to figure out how to hide Tara in the defense so they don't get screwed, which they already have, because now it's
Yes, they've made another realignment here. They've put Jonathan out into left field, and Tara has come into second base. But she once again, like you said, appears to be that weak spot. She's unable to make the play. And Dan and Adam have advanced into scoring position safely on third and second. A simple out has turned into a disastrous situation for Team Nolan.
It's 5 runs to 4 runs, Team Dean, and it just seems like they've been attacking Tara badly. If I was the coach, I would figure out a way to hide Tara, because now Tara's just become a liability. There's been 3 runs that have been scored on her behalf. Whether she couldn't catch the ball or couldn't reach it, it's been her messing up. If I was the coach or Captain Nolan, I would put Tara more where he is, because Tara isn't catching the ball right now, and it's costing them the game. Because now I feel like Team Dean is just going to attack Tara the whole game.
Captain Nolan is flagging his infield in a little bit, worried that Nat is going to try to bunt, but according to the rules, bunting is an automatic out. So I don't quite understand the fear of that call there. But
if she's bunting, she's technically out. Should we tell them the rules?
I think it's kind of too late now. It appears. What is John doing behind the plate?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, it sounds like he's been upgraded to catcher, but usually there's no catchers in kickball. So not quite sure what Nolan's vision is with that play there. I see. As they tried to protect the plate to keep Dan and Adam from scoring, but John was unable to make the catch, and Dan and Adam both safely make it home, advancing Team Dean's
7 runs to 4 runs.
Wow.
And it all started from 2 mishaps by Tara, but then the team just started making silly mistakes. It seems like Team Dean is using their height advantage. Even though Ian's pretty tall, it seems like Team Nolan's pretty short. And you can tell with John and Tara, because when the ball is kicked high, they have to jump for it, and that's costing them the game right now. And let's see if Team Nolan can respond.
They need outs badly. They need to stop this bleeding sooner rather than later. Pop fly right into John, but it appears that the damage is a little bit too far gone. Team Dean has climbed away, now leads 3 by 3 runs, 7-4. Wow. I was really complimenting Team Nolan before. I thought, they were getting back into that grind. They started out really, really slow, but they picked it up. But something shifted really in this inning, and their defense has kind of collapsed a little bit. We're going to send things over to Ava really quick. She is going to do a dugout interview over with Team Dean to get an idea of how they're doing after this masterclass performance.
All right, I am on the field right now with Dean Heidel, captain of his team. Dean, tell me about this momentum shift. What is happening? How are you feeling?
This is what we've been waiting for all game. We had a rough 5th inning, just like the Yankees, but we learn from the mistakes that we see. History is doomed to repeat itself, but not us. We learned, we rallied that inning, great base running, good hit by Nat to drive in 2. Ski's been killing it, 4 for 5 today. Dan, good base running. Eddie tying the game up. I drafted everyone here, and Jess is dealing too, bro. We are so locked in right now. Momentum's our way. We're winning this game. 3 more outs.
All right, well, thank you, Dean. All right, we're going to send it back to Chloe and Miles.
All right, thank you, Ava. It's down to this, Miles. Top of the 9th. Team Nolan is up to kick. It sounds like Nolan is leading off this inning. Captain's up first. The game is on the line right now.
I got my popcorn. I've just been fake eating popcorn because this is about to be entertaining no matter what happens. Whether Team Nolan loses or they make this game longer, all I know I have my air popcorn here as I'm shivering, but screw it. Berlin!
Jess has been absolutely incredible on the mound today. All of Team Dean's defensive players been outstanding.
Let's go, Cat.
Hopefully, let's see if they can lock in for one final inning, maintain their lead that they held out strong, lost control of, but has finally come back, regained it even stronger than before. Nolan with the leadoff kick, straight to third base, but the throw was high over Jess' head, keeping Nolan safe.
It's crazy, but it seemed like as the games get later, that people are overthrowing it, and the players that are short are just getting less benefit of the doubt now.
They're overcompensating, thinking that, you know, the harder they throw, it's going to make the catch better. Maybe, again, their hands might be cold, so they can't really feel how well they're throwing the ball, but can't be making these mistakes. These mistakes are what Team Nolan has to capitalize on. So now that we've got a runner on, it all comes down to base running. As Frank is still, once again, dissatisfied with his pitch.
Let's go, Frank. Everything in this moment, Frank, everything. Right here, right now.
And the kick is good. Once again, over to Dan. It's been a lockout.
See if Tara can redeem herself offensively, because defensively she's been somewhat of a liability, but that doesn't matter right now. She's on to bat, to kick. She's going to do her thing. Let's see what she shakes up.
Only one out.
You heard him. You heard your captain. It's not over.
Runner on first. Captain Nolan getting his lead in, but getting shirts back over onto the bag. Tara kicks straight to first, but a misplay by Jess and some elite base running by Nolan sends him running home as they don't know where the ball is. And
Tara's out.
2 outs. He scored.
yes, so the run scores. Tara is out by pitcher's poison.
Nolan, that is bush league. That is bush league.
Some disappointment on by Dan Connolly out there.
All I
But
gotta say is,
I think just Nolan knows what he's doing. Like I said, he's got that baseball knowledge. He's applying it here to kick ball, knows how to run the bases. So it doesn't matter if pitcher's got the poison, he can keep running because he's not forced.
he has the cure. He has the cure.
He has the cure. He has the cure.
Now, it's interesting because now it's a 2-score game.
2-score game, 1 out. John kicks this foul left.
I feel like an animal right now because I'm in this cold weather. I don't know how I'm surviving, but we're here, we're commentating, we're having fun.
Soft little kick to
They could have let that
left,
slide.
but I think it should have stayed.
Yeah, they could have let that one slide. That wasn't for them. Was that a foul? What was that?
Now Captain Nolan coming over to give John a little pep talk before his final kick. He's got 2 fouls on him right now, 1 more foul, and he is out. You do not want to go into this with 2 outs in the bottom of the lineup here. You want to try to at least get 1 more runner on. And pitcher's poison gets John to 2 outs. But his team Dean celebrating a little too early. They're only at 2. They're super excited, but they've got 1 more to go.
Or did they? It's this game. It seems like game is
It seems
over.
like Gabe. I swore they were only at 2 outs, but maybe I'm wrong. guess that's game. We're going to send things over to Ava, do a little bit of an interview with our winning team, Team Dean, kickball champions this evening.
I am here with Team Dean, the winners of the kickball game. We're going to kick things off with Jess, the pitcher. How do you feel about your performance?
I honestly wasn't sure what to expect. This team took a chance on me, and I'm grateful that they did. We worked really well together. We had a lot of fun, and I'm really happy with how things turned out.
That's so great. That's amazing. And Dean, who would you say overall do you think is the MVP of this team?
Nobody. We all the MVP. Ski had a great game. Jess was dealing. Man, we all did something this game. That's what I'm talking about. Like we had a great game all around. I got nothing, but we had a hell of a game. Yeah.
All right, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. Nat, how do you feel about your performance during this game?
I've had some high moments. I had some really, really low moments. You know what? We played a good team. Everybody put in good effort, and most importantly,
2 runs.
That's not most important, but I did do that. Most importantly, everybody had fun and a good time. So yeah.
That's great. And then Eddie, you tied this game up. How do you feel about that, helping your team get that victory?
It felt good. I was pretty cold before that, so it felt good getting some homes in. So yeah.
Ant, how do you feel?
I think it was amazing. I think Jess came in clutch. I think Dean did. I think Dean's an amazing captain. I think we all did well. You know, it was a lot of fun. Have a lot of respect for the other team too. They are amazing players.
That's so great to hear. And I'm coming over here. Dan, did you have anything to add? I know you briefly said you were going to add.
I mean, I just want to say shout out to Dean, shout out to the other team for really putting on a great game. I came out here with something to prove. I was picked a little bit down on the leaderboard, and I just wanted to put my stock up there, show everyone that Dan Yuzerski is the star out here.
I got one more thing to say. Tara, get that Goober shirt ready, bro.
All right, and if anyone at home doesn't know, between Team Dean and Tara on Team Nolan had a little bit of a bet going that the loser has to wear a shirt. What does it say? Just goober? I'm a goober. So Tara, it's in the Amazon cart, fired up. She's wearing it. Anyone else? Any final comments? Adam, would you like to speak about this game?
You know, put myself on the line a little bit there at the end. Took a little bit of a little shot to the shoulder, but that's what you want to go. I've been here 4 years. Had to play hard at the end. Wanted to win this. You know, won the Turkey Bowl over a guy standing right over there, Mr. Frank Corley. 2-0, bud. 2-0.
Oh, that is some big game. And I'm sorry, I've heard some rumors that you are announcing a retirement tonight. Is that true?
I am announcing my retirement. You know, yeah. Everybody give a round of applause. You know, I won a game as a Turkey Bowl, and now I won this. I have to go out 2-0. I don't want to put that record on the line in 7 months because I know Mr. Frank Corley over there. He's locking in for this thing called the Turkey Bowl next November.
What a reputation, what a legacy, Adam. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Finally, Dan, do you have any words?
This team's got a lot of heart. That's all I got to say.
Inspirational. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to send things back over to Chloe and Miles, and have a great night.
All right, thank you so much, Ava, for a phenomenal job sideline reporting for us tonight. And thank you all so much for tuning in to a super exciting 2025 Hawk TV Extra Point Kickball game. My name is Chloe. This is Miles Humphrey. We have been your broadcasters this evening. Thank you all so much for watching. Congratulations to Team Dean coming away on top, 7-5 final score, beating Team Nolan. Miles, final thoughts on tonight's game?
Honestly, I get that feeling because I was in the Turkey Bowl. I lost by 2, so I understand that hurt. But they did have chances. They did have the lead at one point, and they did have the momentum, but they slowly lost it. And Team Dean, they fought harder. So kudos to them.
Yes, it's been a fantastic, super duper tight competitive game. Team Dean coming out strong with the lead, holding off Nolan any score, but they came back, took the lead for a little bit, but in the end, Team Dean was able to come away on top and solidify themselves as kickball champions. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in right here on Hesfield on the Great Lawn. Have a great night, everybody. Hawks.
What's up, everybody? Adam Healy here, joined with Frank Corley, Dean Heidel. Just want to thank these guys, thank everybody. I'm currently a senior, going to be graduating in just a little under a month now. and I've been a producer of Extra Point for the last 5 semesters, yeah. And it's been absolutely nothing but a special time. These guys, worked with them for the last 3, and they've been absolutely great. Very thankful for everything they've done. Very thankful for everything you guys have done. Enjoyed my time here with Hawk TV, but at the same time, also ready to see what the world has in store for me as well. You guys have anything you want to say? I would.
Adam, it's been a privilege. Nobody has taught me more at Hawk TV than you have. It's been quite the ride, and it's been an absolute honor to produce Extra Point with you. You've been great. It's been unbelievable, really, and I can't wait to continue your legacy next year.
I mean, Frank put it perfectly. Genuinely, I've learned so much from you. Appreciate you. I mean, it's been a blast being producer. Second year, technically first year as producer, but I mean, you teaching me how to edit, you've come a long way. But genuinely, I appreciate you so much. You've taught me so much, and you've taught everyone here so much. And, you know, so much of the work that you've done is incredible. Even this kickball game that you've set up, I mean, this was really your creation, contraption and everything, setting up the cameras and everything, all the technical stuff that, you know, kind of goes unappreciated. We really, really appreciate you. And best of luck, bro. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it a lot. Joined by Frank Corley, Dean Heidel, Adam Healy, signing off.
I made that mistake at the end of the game. It cost us 2 runs. We lost by 2 runs. So this game's on me. But you know what's great? Revenge. And I'm coming back for revenge. I'm not retiring. I'm not retiring. I'm coming back. I don't go out on losses. I'm coming back. You guys hear this? I'm coming for you.